Alright. First and foremost, we gonna say all honor and praises be unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Kodash. The double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the sincere
Shalom
and elect out there teaching this truth and faith and sincerity, man. And we just gonna speak about so-called black Wall Street, man. You know, because me and this brother over here, Kalbai, you know, when we were speaking about this, man, on the phone, man, thoughts just kept coming into our head of how much this proves that these so-called people who call themselves white, they are the true terrorists, man. Right? And it also shows that, look, man, you know, in terms of how people try and say, you know, if we all just come together as one and put our funds together and so on and so forth, and then so we can have a community and so on and so forth, right? That proves that on this side, in this kingdom, that ain't gonna work, man. You know? Because if you see this picture over here, it says it had 600 businesses, 21 churches, 21 restaurants, 30 grocery stores, 2 movie theaters, 6 private airplanes, a bank, and his own school system, right? So our people see, Black Wall Street, but it was bombed, man. It was bombed. It was bombed to the ground by Esau, by your so-called best friend Esau, man. You know?
Yeah, and if I could say this as well, you got like people like Kanye West out there wearing the Trump hat, talk about making America great again, which basically, when you go into the history of what built America up, or who built America up, is really off of the backs of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And that was when America was at its peak, according to them, because they had us in total subjection then.
Yeah.
Alright, they were putting the whip literally to our back. But I got a quick precept for you, bro, just to open up with this. This is Hebrews 13:14. For here we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come. And the reason why I brought that out first is just to set the pace of the nature of the lesson, because right now, hey, you got even a black bitch came up to the camp talking about, you know, our men need to be active.
Yeah.
Bro, you know what I'm saying? You always got the so-called black woman coming up with her head covered, thinking that she can spout all types of righteousness.
Yeah.
Talking about we need to be active. But look, man, we can't build nothing out here, man.
Yeah.
The Lord says, rise ye in the park.
And we tried.
We tried
and it was bombed.
That's actual proof. The brother's showing you proof on the screen. You can see the images there. Look what we had. You know, with the 600 businesses.
And after that, it was left this.
That's it. You know, a bunch of rubble, man.
And dead people.
Exactly.
Look at that. That's you know, look at that. There's bare bricks everywhere. Look, it's on fire.
Yep.
You know.
Decimated, bro.
It was bombed. Look at that. No, well, that's something else, but it's this.
And that's the hate that Esau has for us, man. The so-called white man has for Israel, man. Look.
That's a burnt Jake.
Look, man.
Bro, that's a burnt Jake.
Yeah. That was one of the worst race riots. They're saying it was one of the worst race riots, man. All right? And I think the article that I have right now, and it's funny because this the website is called ebony.com.
Look at this Jake, man.
Yeah.
Look at him. You shot. See? And right now it's correctly called what? A race war.
Right.
It's correctly named a race war because really that's what it was.
Yeah.
But Jake got overwhelmed, man.
That's it.
You know, but yeah, if you want to read some in the article.
Yeah, because like I was saying, you know, it's called ebony.com, right? And this was posted like on the 31st of May 2013. Now, for something as big as that, as Black Wall Street being bombed, you would think there would be articles upon articles like being mentioned on Google. As soon as you type it up, there should be plenty of articles on it. All right? But no, because that shows you that the hate that the so-called white man has for us, they like to cast things behind the shit that was in the past. You know, because really and truly, hey, they don't want the shit to be revealed. The same way that they're trying to remove slavery from the textbooks so that your children don't discover it in schools. No one even cares anymore. You know. But I'm gonna go into this, man. This is titled "The Destruction of Black Wall Street," right? By Josie Pickens, May 31st, 2013. I had to actually find an article from 2013 just to read up on this, man. And it says Greenwood, Oklahoma, suburb of Tulsa, was the type of community that African Americans are still today attempting to reclaim and rebuild.
Attempting.
You know?
Specified.
Come on, this is Black Street. Wall Street was modern, majestic, sophisticated, and unapologetically black.
Okay.
Right? Which we don't even like to use the term black because everything or associated with black is negative, dark. You know? And basically, how could it have been majestic and sophisticated anyway? But because they weren't even governing it through the laws of the Heavenly Father, man.
Yeah.
Let's be real. Like even in Black Wall Street, you probably still had Jake committing adultery.
No, yeah.
You know, Jake doing it. You know, was stunting on each other. You know, probably eating delicacies, so-called delicacies like lobster and pork and shrimp. Yeah. You know, thinking that they're living the high life.
Well, prime example is that place had 21 churches and it still got destroyed.
There you go.
You know. You know what? I have a quick one. This is Psalms 127. Except the Lord build the house.
Oh, beautiful.
They labor in vain that build it. See? You know, so that even applies onto a system, a community. If the Lord's Spirit isn't with that house and that kingdom being built, it's in vain, because guess what? It is to be destroyed, man. And that's what happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma. You know, it literally got destroyed. It actually got destroyed, man.
Kind of what? And that, you know, I want to add on to the point as well, because I think that's what Gamaliel said in the book of Acts as well.
Acts 5 and what?
38. We had the Spirit. We read that at camp.
Yeah.
You know, and this Acts 5 and 38. It says, "But I say unto you now, refrain from these men, let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught." And this is what I'm saying. That counsel and that work was of men. So it came to naught. Yeah. They tried to force the Spirit. Like right now is not the time for Israel to shine. We're in captivity, man. This is the time for us to serve our punishment. We weren't brought over. The Negroes weren't brought over to America for a paradise, man. Yeah. They were brought over there for a punishment. The same way as the Jakes over here in London, in Britain. You know, we're serving our captivity. The scripture says in Baruch, "Behold, you are yet this day in your captivity," man. Yeah. You know, we're you know, we want to be loosed. And it says, I'm going back to the article, and it says, Black Wall Street was modern, majestic, sophisticated, and unapologetically black. Please. Yeah. Tragically, it was also the site of the bloodiest and most horrendous race riots and acts of terrorism in brackets.
Exactly. Because you know what though? It proves Esau is a hypocrite, man.
Right. Exactly.
Because if you observe the things that he did, Esau burnt down houses. He actually bombed people. He actually used bombs on them.
Yep.
And what? Now anytime you actually hear a person got a bomb, that's associated with a terrorist.
Yep.
But they did that now, and it's called a race riot. Man, it wasn't. Look, man, an actual race riot is like a beef between two races. In this terms, you know, in these carnal terms, it's the black race versus the white race. But guess what? It wasn't a fair fight. Jake just got look at this Jake, man. He's sleeping, man.
Yep.
He just got shot in the head.
He's in the spirit world, man.
Yeah.
You know, he's gone. You know?
He's dead.
And it says an act of terrorism that the United States has ever experienced. Today marks 92 years since as many as 300 African Americans lost their lives. And remember, that was in 2013, right? So that they said that it marked 92 years, the 31st of May, right? This is that was the day that it took place. And I think it went on for a period of about 2 days. Yeah. And it says it said as many as 300 African Americans lost their lives, and more than 9,000 were left homeless when the small town was attacked, looted, and literally burned to the ground. Beginning in 1921. It is impossible. So that's just down the road. Really and truly, that's what? Less than 100 years ago, man. And you got, see what I'm saying? That, you know, Jake's got short memories, man, but you got these coons that want to save Esau. Why would you want to save this guy?
Yeah. And especially, the Edomites always talk about love. You see, the thing is, see, when it comes to Esau being judged, to Esau being exposed, he always wants to talk about you should have love for each other. You know, we should be like even when Kanye West, you know, this past week was saying the thing about slavery. He said, why can't we just all move on? But let me ask you, man, was that act of a city being bombed, houses being burnt? Basically, the whole story was a Jake apparently touched some white thing in a elevator, and then he just got accused, which was obviously a lie. Then he got shot. Then they just set up on the whole city.
Yep.
Yeah, but I want to ask you this, man. Was that love?
Exactly.
This is Romans 13:10. Love worketh no ill to his neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law. So, see, when it comes to these crackers being judged, right? The first thing that they always say is love. But in truth, what acts of love have you done to the 12 tribes of Israel? At what point in time in history? Look, and you know what? It's spiritual, man. It's spiritual because, see, this hate goes back thousands of years, man. Goes back to the time of Cain.
Enmity.
Yeah, that's right. Goes back to the time of Cain, to the time of Jacob and Esau, man. Which I'll just read a quick one here. This is Genesis 27:41, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father had blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob. Right? So in spirit, that hate is in spirit. You know why? Because the scripture says the two struggle together in the womb.
Yep.
So even in the womb, before there was birthright, before there was any words, the spirit strove together in the womb, man. So that hate in spirit, it always exists, right? And that same hate is here now. These elites know that our foreparent, got that birthright, man. So that's why they try so hard to oppress us and destroy us, man. And this event here is a prime example of that. Have you got something you want to bring up?
Real quick precept.
Okay.
Just to back up your Genesis 27.
Yeah.
I want to go into Genesis 3 and 14 straight to the point. And it says, and the Lord Yahweh said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle.
Yeah.
Right? And above every beast of the field, and upon thy belly shalt thou go, and thus shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. That's right. And it shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel.
That's right.
Because when Jacob came out, he was holding what?
Esau's heel.
The heel of Esau. And they were fighting in the womb, like the brothers going into. Hey, that's a deep-rooted hatred. That's an enmity between thy seed and her seed. Yeah. Meaning enmity between Jacob and Esau. Yeah. That's why when Jake, you got a big, strong Jake. Doesn't even have to be a big, strong Jake. Yeah. A Jake walking past the Edomite, they get all tight and they get flustered, passive-aggressive. Why? Because that enmity is strong. They don't even know why. Yeah. Really, they don't even know why, because they're so carnal. They're not spiritual. They can't even understand it. Yeah. But we understand it now. Our eyes have been opened up to the spiritual aspects of why we actually feel that way towards each other. And it's a deep-rooted hatred that Esau has for Jake. Yeah. Right? And Jake has for Esau. Why? Because it goes all the way back to the book of Genesis, man. Yeah.
And the serpent is a representation of Esau, and the woman is the 12 tribes of Israel. Jeremiah 6 and Jeremiah 3 compares the 12 tribes of Israel as a delicate woman. A virgin, being a woman, right? So in spirit, see that hate, it was promised. Really, it was promised, because it says I would do it between his seed and your seed, basically.
Right. We come from a righteous line. Yeah. We're the sons of God. We're the princes of the power. Esau was created to be the wicked, so innately there's already friction there. Yeah. That's the balance. Yeah. The good is set against evil. Yeah. It's set. It's set. That's right. But I've got a bit more in this article here.
Yeah. Let me put up more pictures. Keep going up.
And it says it is impossible, however, to realize what was lost in Greenwood, which was affectionately known as Black Wall Street. The Greenwood community seems almost seems almost imagined when we examine it, though through a historical lens. The oil blooms of the early 1900s had many moving to Tulsa for a shot at quick economic gains and high life. And the African Americans hoped to prosper from the new industry as well. Tulsa, like many cities and towns throughout the U.S., was hostilely segregated, with African Americans settling into the northern region of the city. As we often saw before integration, blacks in the area created entrepreneurial opportunities for themselves, which housed an impressive business center that included banks, hotels, cafes, clothiers, movie theaters, and contemporary homes. Greenwood residents employed many luxuries that their white neighbors did not, including indoor plumbing and a remarkable school system that superiorly educated black children. All right, and that's another reason why they hated us, man. Because we had schools, right? We were getting built up. Jake, Esau's not about Jake getting built up. Because why? Because he's passive. He's a weak sperm. Because anytime Jake comes together in harmonies, quote unquote harmony, hey man, that's when they start faring, man. You know. That's why, you know, you always see police running on Jake when they're in big groups. Yeah. You know, they might have a house party or something. Yeah. Or you see them congregating. What you doing, boys? Yeah. You know, the stop and search. Because really and truly, they don't want Jake congregating, man. They don't want them getting together, because when Jake come together, hey man, it means that you Edomites, man, you gonna start getting hot, man. Yeah. To be honest. Yeah. You know, because you're passive aggressive, you're weak, and that enmity is there, and you know that if push comes to shove, hey, even they had that scene in Get Out. Yeah. You even had the Edomite across the table speaking to the Jake. He was like, man, if I had your genetics, man. Yeah, yeah. You know, I'd be a beast. Yeah. You know. Because really, they know that we're better than them. Yeah. You had the cracker that wanted to take his eyes. He goes, I want to see what you see. Yeah. You know? Because that enmity is there. They know that they're weaker. And really, we're the strongest on the face of the earth. We're the sons of God, man. You know? And all these other heathen nations, they're underneath us. You know? And they were created to serve us. That's right, man. And it says it was pure envy and a vow to put progressive and achieving African Americans in their place that would cause the demise of the black Mecca called Little Africa. And its destruction, which we ain't about that back to Africa bullshit either, man. Alright? Oh, yeah, Africa the motherland. Fuck that shit, man. Hey, the scripture says Jerusalem is the mother of us all, man.
Yeah, I got one quickly.
Come on.
This is Amos 1:11. Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai. For 3 transgressions of Edom and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword. He pursued to actually pursue something. Is to chase something down with intense intent. Right. You know, like when Ashael was being pursued. I forgot his name. Abner was pursuing him swiftly, you know. When a cat pursues a mouse, it's with intent. Yep. He ain't trying to look to the left. He ain't looking to the right. He like, look, man, I'm getting him. Mm-hmm. So the scripture says he pursued us, but he pursued with a sword, and he cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. That's unto now. So you know, and it says he cast off all pity. Like, if that Jake did apparently touch that bitch, yeah, even though it was off, why couldn't he just destroy him? Right. You killed hundreds of Jakes, man. You burnt down homes. You know, you killed our people, man. Come on. But that just shows that also shows we're under the curses. Because our people try that like, oh yeah, you know, we just no, nigga, no man shall buy thee. You know?
Come on. Hey, it's crazy that you say that, because I was reading before I met with the brother Shakal, I was reading the book 100 Years of Lynching by I believe it's by Ralph Ginsberg, and basically there's actual ancient well, not ancient, but historical articles written about the lynchings of what happened in Jake during the early 1900s, right? And one of the articles was saying that Jake was basically running for a train, I think he was late for the train or something, and he basically brushed past this Edomite cracker, and then before you knew it, she screamed out, and you had a mob of white niggas basically hunted this Jake down and tied him to a rope and hung him or done some shit to him, and then they were selling the postcards and the pictures of him for like 5 cents a pop, man. All right, and that's the shit that our people have to go through, man. All right, it's like like Emmett Till.
Yeah,
another thing.
And it came out like a year ago that after his death, you know, the bitch said, sorry, I lied.
Yeah, just
and
like
him, they cut off his rod. They cut